There's a footprint there, but it's just one, and that could be kind of old. You can see it's kind of doesn't look very fresh.
This video comes from the popular YouTube channel Aqua Chiga, where Bo shares a variety of entertaining content, from fun and informative animal videos to showcasing his hobbies like magnet fishing. With a deep love for nature, Bo enjoys sharing his outdoor adventures with his viewers. However, this particular video takes a completely different turn. While wild camping in the forest, Bo stumbles upon something unsettling. He has been enjoying a peaceful stealth camping trip, spending a few days immersed in nature, but then something strange catches his eye. Although he is a good distance from the nearest town, there is a shopping center not too far away. While metal detecting, he notices something unusual in the woods, a blue tarp and some movement. Curious, he decides to investigate.
I don't like to see traps set where people aren't checking them, so we're going to spring that one for him.
As he cautiously observes the scene from a distance, he gathers his courage to take a closer look. The discovery sparks both curiosity and excitement, pushing his adventurous spirit forward. He moves slowly, ensuring he doesn't encounter anyone.
So I went over there kind of investigated, because I'm always looking for stuff, looking at stuff, and I found what appeared to be a huge homeless camp. And I just kind of stayed on the side because I didn't want to like get get mobbed by a bunch of angry, drunken people.
Dressed in green and a vest, he feels that his appearance might give him an advantage, as people tend to scatter when they think law enforcement is nearby. Upon closer inspection, he realizes that the camp is smaller than he initially thought.
Boy, I tell you one thing, I was down the hill there when I was looking at it, and it looked like it was huge compared to what it is. It's actually a little bit smaller. I thought that thing was like 3 stories tall. That must be where they slept sometimes.
He looks for trails where people might walk, noting that if many people were using the area, the leaves wouldn't be undisturbed. The site shows signs that people have lived or may still be living there, which gives Bo an eerie feeling. The realization that he has been camping in this area for days without noticing it adds to his unease. He observes tools for cultivation and reflects on the harsh realities faced by those who might have lived there, especially during the cold winter months. He spots a single footprint, which appears old and not very fresh.
There's a footprint there, but it's just one, and that could be kind of old. You can see it's kind of doesn't look very fresh.
The site looks abandoned in a hurry, with belongings left behind and signs of recent activity, yet it feels overwhelmingly empty. Despite his unease, Bo's curiosity drives him to investigate further. He finds a military duffel bag and other items, leading him to assume that this might be a veterans camp.
Looks like they left a bunch of gear right there. There's a duffel bag, army duffel bag or military duffel bag, and some stuff. We'll look at that real quick.
It saddens him to think that anyone, especially veterans, should have to live in such conditions.
Makes me wonder, makes me kind of assume anyway, that this is probably a veterans camp. I don't know how many other types of people would read something like that, which is kind of sad. I mean, you shouldn't have veterans living in the woods. Well, no one should be living in the woods.
He notices a trap set in the area, which he finds concerning, as it suggests that animals could suffer if they wander into it.
There's a trap. I don't like to see traps set where people aren't checking them, so we're going to spring that one for him. Luckily something didn't wander in there and get trapped and starve to death. I don't like animals to suffer.
As he examines the site, he feels a sense of sorrow for the people who once lived there, sensing that they might return soon.
I guess it's possible that when the farmer kicked them out of here, they just left, and maybe they're going to come back this summer, because once they plant the fields, which are right there, once the farmer plants that, I mean, he'll never come back out here again until he's ready to harvest it, so they can move right back in. That might be what they're planning to do, because they sure did leave a lot of gear here.
The weight of the eerie scene compels him to leave everything as he found it. Once back at his own campsite, the uneasiness lingers. Deciding he has had enough, he quickly packs up his gear. The unsettling discovery serves as a stark reminder of the hidden lives people lead far from society's gaze. It's a sobering thought, and as he leaves the forest behind, he feels a deep sense of gratitude for the life he has. It's unsettling to consider how some people might be living unnoticed, isolated from civilization. This experience serves as a reminder to be grateful for what you have, and to be cautious when venturing alone into the wilderness. This is Mox, known for his fearless explorations of the most haunted locations across the UK. Through his YouTube channel, Moxley's Paranormal World, he shares his passion for the unknown, delving into the thin veil between the living and the dead. From abandoned hospitals to eerie, desolate forests, nothing is too terrifying for him. In this video, Mox and his friend Ming embark on an overnight adventure to explore an abandoned mansion hidden deep in the woods. This location has a chilling reputation. Locals speak of unsettling encounters, whispers in the dark, and the lingering spirit of a woman who is said to have died there long ago. With all the haunting stories surrounding this place, the two friends couldn't resist the opportunity to find the mansion and hopefully capture some compelling footage.
Well, we've been walking through the woods here now. Half an hour, 45 minutes. And I said to Ming, I said, look, pull your cameras out. We're going to have to record everything from this point on, because anything could happen out here. That's just how it feels for me. One of the scariest places I've been.
On May 24th, 2024, Mox and Ming set off in search of the mansion as night falls. Excitement fills the air as they eagerly anticipate what they might encounter. Armed with their cameras, they begin documenting their journey, but as they venture deeper into the forest, an unsettling feeling creeps over them.
And just record everything, places
From
like
now
this.
on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Again?
Sounds like somebody's walking through the woods.
I wonder if there's somebody actually following us to see what we're doing.
You don't know, do you?
Not a clue.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't
Do we
even
call
know.
out, or do we just keep quiet and just keep moving?
No, just keep quiet, keep
Yeah,
moving.
right.
Because we didn't know that was there either
No.
until we...
They feel as if they are being followed, hearing strange noises that they can't quite identify. The atmosphere shifts drastically, and despite their nerves, they push forward, determined not to let fear get the best of them. As they cautiously continue their search, they stumble upon something unexpected hidden beneath the thick canopy of trees, a graveyard.
Right, so it's going on 5 to 1 in the morning. We've been out here since about 11 o'clock. And I don't know, right, we've got through here, we've got to the grave that we didn't even know was here.
We had no idea about that.
The sight of old, forgotten tombstones sends a chill down their spines, and the eerie silence surrounding the graves amplifies their discomfort. They take a moment to process what they've just encountered.
My foot scoped, that's how tense I am, mate. That's exactly how tense I am out
feel
here.
exactly the same.
It's so tense.
The feeling in this place is not...
It's just really overwhelming.
It's nothing like I've ever felt before.
No.
Trying to shake off the growing dread before continuing their journey. However, it becomes increasingly difficult to locate the mansion, and frustration begins to set in. They realise they have lost their way, with no signal to check their maps.
We are going to try and locate this mansion. We've looked on Google Map. It didn't even look that far on Google Map, but it just seems to when we got in here. Have we took a wrong turn? I don't know.
I've no idea, but we've been going for...
Time drags on, and Mox and Ming struggle to find the mansion. Their initial excitement fades, replaced by a lingering sense of unease. They begin to question whether they should turn back, but their determination outweighs their doubt. Suddenly, they hear unsettling sounds and distant footsteps, making them feel vulnerable.
Somebody coughed then, didn't they?
Yeah. I know what.
Hello? Somebody's walking through there, mate. Somebody's walking through there.
We've got to be doing...
Is there someone there? Mate, you remember where we parked the car from here?
I haven't... What the hell was that?
Something just made the bird. That was like a big doof. Did you hear it though? Please tell me you heard it.
I heard it. That's why I said, what the hell was that? And to answer your question, I haven't got a frigging clue where the card is.
Despite their fear, their curiosity keeps them moving forward. As they navigate the dark woods, they notice signs of someone else being there, but they can't see anyone. Mox's flashlight dies, leaving them with limited visibility.
And to add to everything else, my torch has died. So now all I've got is a look of Ernie's torch.
Oh, mine ain't on much, mine's only on...
They finally spot a tower in the distance, but as they approach, they find a locked gate with warning signs indicating that the building isn't as abandoned as they initially believed.
Hey, this looks old.
We can't walk another 2
No. They're old signs, them.
Yeah. We can't walk another 2 hours to get back.
They pause, debating whether to turn back or proceed, but their desire to explore drives them to find a gap in the fence and slip onto the property. Once inside, they are in awe of the mansion's sheer size. Cautiously, they explore its perimeter, hoping to find a way inside without causing any damage. However, just as their excitement builds, they notice lights on in another building and see people looking out the window with dogs.
There's another building. It's got lights on right next to this. And there's 2 people just looked out the window.
Right.
And they've got dogs with them. Right?
Yeah.
There's a building all lit up.
Oh, yeah.
And just, I got here, and I just looked in there, I was just trying to show you. They've gone. They're not in the window now, mate.
Right. So they've been in there.
Yeah, they were in that window right in front of me.
Realizing the risk of being caught, they decide to leave the property and abandon their plan to stay the night. Before leaving, they take one final look at the unexplored side of the estate. Suddenly, they hear voices and laughter.
Hello? Mate, somebody there. Somebody fuck off. We can't pick up.
Which sends them into a panic. They quickly retreat into the woods, trying to put as much distance between themselves and the mansion as possible. After a long and exhausting hike through the dark forest, they follow the distant hum of passing cars, hoping it will lead them back to civilization. Eventually, they emerge from the dense woods, relieved to see signs of normal life again. With their GPS back in working order, they navigate their way to the car despite a detour. Although this adventure didn't go as planned, one thing is certain. It was a night they will never forget. By the way, if you're loving these eerie encounters, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps. And if you want more spine-chilling moments, subscribe now so you never miss a thing. Alright, back to the creepy stuff.
Domino, what is that? What the hell is that? Hey!
This clip comes from the YouTube channel Dark Moose, known for sharing all kinds of disturbing stories and encounters that leave viewers questioning the mysteries of the world. In this particular clip, Footage is shown of an unexplainable event that has left many wondering about the boundary between the living and the dead. On June 16th, 2022, CJ, a man living near the woods in southeast Tennessee, was relaxing on the porch of his holiday home, enjoying the peacefulness of the evening. His loyal dog, Domino, lay by his side, equally at ease. Suddenly, without warning, Domino sprang to his feet and bolted toward the trees, fixated on something hidden in the darkness. Something had caught his attention, and CJ quickly began filming. In the distance, a shadowy figure can be seen almost floating through the darkness, heading into the woods. CJ calls out, but there is no response.
Okay. I don't know if you can see this. Domino, what is that? What the hell is that? Hey!
You can see what looks like the shape of a person walking into the dark woods. CJ explains he has no idea what this stranger or thing could be.
The figure continues to move, apparently oblivious to his presence, without any sign of acknowledgement. This unsettling experience left CJ with many questions, and even after sharing his footage, no clear explanation has surfaced, leaving this event shrouded in mystery. A mystery that may never be solved. This incident is just one of many bizarre events caught on camera. This clip comes from the TikTok account Terror Talk, known for sharing the most eerie and unsettling encounters captured by everyday people. From unexplainable phenomena to chilling moments, Terror Talk brings the unknown to its viewers, who crave a glimpse into the dark and mysterious. In this particular video, we see footage of a man named Eric, who set out for a solo wild camping trip in the remote wilderness. What started as a peaceful getaway, surrounded by nature, quickly spirals into a terrifying ordeal. On August 10th, 2022, Eric has just settled into his campsite, preparing for a cozy night by the fire, when suddenly an unsettling loud noise pierces the calm, echoing through the woods around him. Shocked and unsure of what he's hearing, Eric immediately starts filming, hoping to capture whatever is responsible for the eerie sound. The loud, gut-wrenching screams shatter the once serene atmosphere, instantly thickening the air around Eric with dread. He freezes, straining to figure out where the sounds are coming from, but they seem to be coming from all directions, growing louder and more unnerving with every passing second. Eric scans the trees in the surrounding area, but there's nothing to explain the horrific noise. One thing is clear though, it is way too close for comfort. The screaming echoes for what feels like an eternity, each second stretching longer than the last. Luckily, the chilling sound eventually ceases, but the oppressive, uneasy feeling remains firmly with Eric. He weighs his options. Stay and continue his night as planned, or leave the forest, unsure of what had just happened. The sense of calm he had earlier is long gone, replaced by a growing anxiety that makes it impossible to stay. With his mind racing, Eric packs up his gear and leaves the woods, shaken but grateful to get out of there. As he walks away, questions swirl in his head about what could have made that horrific sound. The footage quickly gains traction online, sparking countless theories from viewers. Some suggest it was a large feline, while others point to the possibility of a mysterious creature that has yet to be identified. Whatever it was, one thing is clear. It left Eric with more questions than answers, And as unsettling as it was, the mystery remains unsolved. This next video comes from the YouTube channel MG Wild, where Daryl, a true nature lover, has been taking his viewers on wild camping and survival adventures for the past 4 years. His passion for the outdoors is unmatched, and through his channel, he shares the beauty and thrill of living off the land. In this video, Daryl returns to a remote area of English nature, a place that left him unsettled during his last visit. Strange, unexplainable sounds echoed through the night, leaving him with more questions than answers. Despite the unnerving experience, his curiosity got the best of him, and he felt compelled to return, unaware of what this trip would have in store for him. On January 16th, 2025, Daryl arrives at the familiar yet mysterious location, eager to set up camp for the night. With the sun still shining and his dogs by his side, he takes a moment to relax, brewing a fresh cup of coffee and soaking in the peaceful atmosphere, completely unaware of what awaits him when darkness falls. As the weather turns unpredictable, Daryl finds himself waiting for a passing shower. He embraces the moment, enjoying the raw beauty of nature. As time passes, the rain finally fades and the sky begins to clear. The sun sets, casting a warm glow over the forest. Just as Daryl settles into the peaceful atmosphere, one of his dogs suddenly tenses up.
What is it, Yed? What is it, Esther?
Locked onto something deep within the trees. Daryl is unable to get closer to his dog and brushes it off, convincing himself it must be some harmless animal. However, as the sun sinks lower and shadows stretch across the forest, an uneasy feeling creeps in. A strange tension lingers in the air, making Daryl feel more alert, though he's unsure why. Trust in his instincts, Daryl takes a deep breath as he stands atop a hill, weighing his options. Despite the lingering discomfort, he decides to stay the night, hoping it will all turn out fine. However, the campsite he originally set up no longer feels right. The dense bushes surrounding him make him feel too enclosed and vulnerable.
Crown of thorns, crown of thorns. Oh, let's just go back on our settings.
Wanting a better view of his surroundings, he decides to pack up and move to a more open spot. But what he doesn't know is that the worst is yet to come. Just as Daryl gathers his courage to stay the night and explains his plans to make dinner, a strange, singing-like voice drifts from the dark woods surrounding him.
The fuck is that? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That, isn't it?
The sound is distant at first, almost blending with the rustling leaves. But as he listens closer, a chill runs down his spine. Without hesitation, he rushes up the hill, hoping to catch a glimpse of whatever is making the eerie sound. His heart pounds as he scans the darkening forest, but he sees no movement or figures, nothing out of the ordinary. The singing, however, continues, soft, distant, and unsettlingly persistent, echoing through the trees. Daryl hears the same tune repeating over and over again, each note creeping under his skin and making him more uneasy by the second. every nerve in his body screams at him to leave. As the eerie melody lingers in the air, a chilling realization washes over him.
No, Daddy, yes, you can catch up. We're f***ing leave.
The uneasy feeling he had earlier and the strange behavior of his dogs all start to make sense.
He's not barking. Normally the other way around. The trouble is, I just can't get over there quickly to be able to see what she's barking at.
Something was off from the very beginning, and now, standing alone in the dark, he understands that whatever is out there might have been watching him all along. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, Daryl manages to gather his dogs and bolts out of the forest, leaving most of his belongings behind. His only focus is getting out as fast as possible. The next morning, despite the lingering discomfort, he returns to retrieve his gear. Every step back into the woods feels heavier.
Oh, looks like everything's here.
The memories of the night before replaying in his mind. To his relief, everything is exactly as he left it. With his gear packed and ready to go, Daryl leaves the forest behind, still haunted by the eerie melody that echoed through the night.
It's a weird place, a strange place. Every time I come here, strange stuff happens. And, yeah.
Who or what had been singing, he might never know. But one thing is certain. From now on, he will always trust his gut and his dogs. Their unease hadn't been for nothing. And as for what could have happened if he had ignored the warning signs, thankfully, that is something he will never have to find out. This next clip comes from the YouTube channel Dee's Dark Adventures, where Dee explores mysterious and rumored places, hoping to uncover the truth behind eerie occurrences and capture proof of the unknown on camera. In this video, Dee shares a chilling experience she had while walking with her dogs in the forest near her vacation bungalow in Ohio. Initially, Dee had no plans to make any content during her holiday, but what she encountered was so unsettling that she couldn't help but record it. On June 29th, 2024, Dee is enjoying her holiday and, taking advantage of the good weather, decides to go on a little adventure walk with her two dogs. However, as she ventures deeper into the woods, her dogs suddenly start acting strange, sensing something unusual in the air.
Mara, calm yourself. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. Come here. My dogs won't harm you. They're just really excited. Stay close. What was that? Hello? Hi. I just heard a footstep. Maybe a branch fell or something. I don't know. Hello?
Dee tries to calm them down, but their excitement only heightens her anxiety. As she continues walking, she hears a noise that makes her pause. Calling out a few times, she receives no response, and her discomfort grows. The strange behavior of her dogs adds to her unease, as they seem more alert and unsettled than usual. Dee begins to feel that something isn't right, but she can't quite pinpoint what it is.
Don't you do it. What you got? No. Leave it. I said leave it. Come here. Samara. Samara. Come. Here. Good girl. Good job. Let's get a treat. Good. You did a good job. You did a good job. Yeah, let me get you one. I don't see a deer over there or anything. What'd you see, huh? You can't go chasing after them, okay? Or not. Maybe it's the knock. Get off me. Maybe it's the knocks. No, it's coming from in there. I've been seeing here for like 5 minutes. I'm hoping. I keep hearing but it's not like that. It's 2 steps. They haven't latched onto anything at the moment, so she's just walking around. So maybe we just keep moving. Okay.
Despite her attempts to brush off her growing discomfort, strange sounds, rustling leaves and distant twigs snapping, emerge from the woods around her, fueling her anxiety. Hesitating for a moment, she considers heading back toward the exit, but decides against it, hoping she's just overthinking things. However, the eerie sounds persist, growing louder and more distinct, confirming that whatever is happening is far from ordinary.
Oh, see? Mara. Do you not like my toy? Girls, stay close. Mia, I don't know where you're going. You never go that far. Stay close. Hello? My dogs won't harm you. There was the rock clacking. Clack, 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 clack. I'm gonna find my way to the trail. I'm getting out. Come on, girls, stay close to me. Come on. Good girl. Good girls. Someone's walking right there.
As Dee continues her walk, she hears more unsettling noises and sees shadowy movements just beyond her line of sight. With every step, her discomfort grows, and the quiet rustling in the trees only adds to her anxiety. Creeped out and now more certain that something isn't right, Dee finally decides to head toward the exit.
I can't get to zoom in any more than that, dang it. I see eyes. This is silver. Come. All right, Mom, you got your water puddle, honey. Right there. I don't know if you can see that little plot, but it goes in there. There's a pond there. And then, oh, we got a stork. Girls, come. No, Samara, leave the bird alone. She's a water dog. Come on. Oh, you guys are kicking up some stank. Oh, God, you got to get in my truck. Get my truck.
As she walks back, she notices something disturbing. She claims to see eyes among the trees when reviewing her footage, but she wonders if it was really some strange creatures or just a trick of the eye. Unaware of what she had actually captured on camera, Dee continues walking cautiously back to her car, eventually making it out of the forest safely. After uploading the video to her YouTube channel, viewers began speculating about what she had seen and heard on her walk. Some believed it was all in her head, while others suggested it could have been some kind of creature, Perhaps Bigfoot or something resembling Chewbacca, lurking behind the dense trees. The mystery remains unsolved, leaving us all to wonder what was really out there.